it's Moon Bae, and I just wanted to make a video talking about how to protect your energy, because that's really important, especially at this time in the world, because it's currently a very dark time for almost everyone. So I'm not saying that there's bad people, but there's good and bad intentions, of course, and you want to separate yourself from toxicity or negativity, just because that's going to help you with your spiritual growth, and that's also going to help with your physical growth, because spirituality, physicality, you know, they go hand in hand. So one really great way to start off with protecting your energy is solitude. So not saying like you need to separate yourself from everyone and cut everyone off and let them all die or whatever, but you kind of need to focus on yourself. And the best way to do so is to just pick up a hobby that you enjoy, watch a new TV show that makes you happy, you know, kind of journal out how you feel about things, maybe plan some things you want to happen in your future, you know, stuff like that. Just keep yourself optimistic and kind of happy, because there's going to be energy vampires that come around that aren't so optimistic and they aren't so happy, and they're going to see that you're in a higher vibration and they're going to kind of feed off of you. So it's important to just keep yourself at a very high status. So another good way of protecting your energy is, of course, surrounding yourself with crystals. So my three most favorite crystals are going to be rose quartz, citrine, and black obsidian. So rose quartz is freaking awesome because it's going to get rid of your stress and it's going to get rid of your anxiety. So you can't really move forward if you're afraid of everything, you know? So getting some rose quartz is just going to clear the way for you a little bit. Citrine is very good for abundance, and abundance comes in different ways, of course. It can come as emotional abundance, which would be happiness, physical abundance, which would be like material wealth, or even mental abundance, which is clarity, you know? So, also black obsidian, that is literally like the warrior of protection. That is going to be the crystal that wards off all negativity and wards off all darkness. So that is really good to have, definitely. So you could kind of slip it into your pocket or just sleep with it. I sleep with my crystals. So whatever you see fit. Another good way to protect your energy is definitely saying no to yourself with your past patterns. Let's say you are on a diet now and you're trying to work on your weight, or you're trying to work on your health. So when you see that nice, delicious looking cupcake, you gotta say no. You can't move forward if you stay in the past, of course. So it's important to tell yourself what you will take and what you won't take. So setting healthy boundaries for yourself is really good for protecting your energy. So when people come in, especially on their same old that you aren't taking anymore, then it's going to be easy for you to just abolish it, I guess. So another great way for protecting your energy, not only setting your boundaries with yourself, but with other people, which I kind of explained and said already, but it's kind of important to let people know what your boundaries are, because of course no one is a mind reader, so no one knows what you expect and no one knows what you want. So you have to be very clear with things that you are not accepting of and things that make you unhappy or upset. Another good way of protecting your energy is getting some rest, because of course once you give out so much energy, when you hang out with your friends all the time, hanging out with family all the time, partying every night, stuff like that, you're gonna feel burned out. Even if you're studying all the time, that's gonna get tiring as well. So you need to get plenty of rest, get some sleep, or just kind of take a break from time to time. No, you don't have to be a couch potato 24/7. I would not recommend that. But yes, you do need to get some rest every once in a while. Kind of going hand in hand with getting some rest is paying attention to your dreams. So I keep a dream journal, so as soon as I wake up, I can write down everything that happened, because dreams are your self-conscious trying to tell you things. But I also believe that people visit one another in dreams. So it's good to see what's reoccurring, both the symbolism and the people. People, it's important because say there's someone you don't really like and you don't want them to visit your dreams anymore. It's good to have a good sense of awareness so that you can just tell them, hey, I don't want you visiting my dreams anymore, so that they will stop and stop feeding off of you. But you also need to pay attention to what this person is saying or what this person is doing, because that's a reflection of what you need to separate yourself from in your waking life. Versus that friend who is super awesome that keeps visiting you in your dreams. This person's probably going to come in to give you some good tips or to just celebrate with you and just, create good times with you. So, yes. Also, back to symbolism. If there's things happening, like you're having a lot of nightmares, or in your dreams you feel very afraid, you feel very cautious, these are probably patterns that you need to shatter and move away from so that you could, further yourself in your ascension. Another good way of protecting your energy is, just keeping your vibrations high once again. So meditating, doing some yoga, going for a jog, surrounding yourself with Mother Nature, picking up something new like cooking, just keep yourself happy. You need to make sure that you celebrate yourself because not everyone around you is going to want the best for you. So you have to be the one who wants the best for yourself so you can be your own cheerleader and keep yourself motivated. Which goes hand in hand with the next thing, which is celebrating yourself. You kind of need to look back on everything you've been through and give your own self a pat on the back. You need to build your confidence, tell yourself that you're very great and you're very strong and that you've kept going because, we're all alive, so obviously we've all continued moving forward. And everyone's been through some BS that wasn't the best. So you kind of have to, instead of being this self-pity mode of, well, that person really broke my heart, it's better to be more in a confident energy where you're like, that person thought they were going to keep me stagnant, but here I am and I'm still moving forward. So yes, that's really good. Another good way to protect your energy is to release all of your own negative traits and release all negative emotions as well. So if you journal or write music or whatever you do, just get those negative emotions out there. Even if you need to talk to someone and just kind of rant, it's just good to release all of that so you don't have so much baggage. Because you don't want baggage, obviously. No one does. It's overwhelming and it's stressful. So yeah, get rid of it. Another good way to protect your energy is kind of paying attention to who you surround yourself with and also how much you're surrounding yourself with other people. So it's okay to hang out in big groups if you would like, but how often are you doing it? Because every person you meet, you give them a part of yourself. You really do. So if you're meeting these big crowds every day, every night, then you're just giving yourself away over and over again. So it's good to kind of find a balance between hanging out with people and hanging out with yourself. I feel like it's more important to always spend more time alone than it is with other people. I feel like going out, celebrating, doing things like that, which you would think has a restraint because of Corona, but it really doesn't. So, you kind of have to figure out who you're going to be texting and who you're not going to be texting as well, because that's also giving your energy out when you're communicating. So I feel like it's important to not text people all day, every day, all the time. Sometimes you kind of just need to take some time for yourself and move away from that. That's very important as well. I think that's kind of it. I'm going to go in and talk about times where you know that it is time to protect your energy, though, because some people don't know. They're like, I feel very drained and very exhausted, but I don't know why. Which that's kind of the first red flag of, hey, you're surrounding yourself with things you don't need to surround yourself with. So yes, if you're feeling really drained, really tired, really sad, it's time for you to kind of back up and go inwards. Whether that means doing some shadow work for you or finding closure with some friend groups. Which finding closure doesn't always have to be like cursing someone out and saying, I'm never going to talk to you again, but you could easily find closure by simply saying, well, we have two different life paths and I'm ready to move forward, and you don't take everyone with you on your spiritual journey. So sometimes you do have to leave some people behind. Another good sign that it's time to start protecting your energy or replenishing yourself is when other people start to kind of pull away from you. Not necessarily pull away, but let's say you had this friend you guys used to text all day, every day, and then suddenly they stop texting you, you stop texting them, and your friendship doesn't necessarily fall off, but there's like this huge chasm between you now. This is happening because you both need to focus on yourself, you know? So that's good. Another really good sign that it's time to protect your energy is if you've been sleeping a lot. That's kind of a sign that you're healing and you don't really have the energy to be around people. You don't really have the energy to talk all day, you know? Another good sign that you need to protect your energy is, I feel like this is a sign, but when your crystals definitely need to be recharged, because that means your crystals have been soaking up so much for you that, yeah, they're overwhelmed. If your crystals are overwhelmed, like, what are you doing, you know? I'm just kidding. But yeah, another thing about crystals though, why citrine is awesome is because citrine never needs to be recharged. Citrine is literally always on go, so that's a perk. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of all I've got. So I hope this helps. But yeah, remember to protect your energy and don't be afraid to walk away from things that don't serve you, because you live for yourself. So if something that doesn't make you happy, something that makes you uncomfortable, or something that you just don't like for no reason, it's okay to move away from that. This is your life once again, so please live it how you see fit. Whoever you don't think belongs, they don't belong. Whoever you feel like isn't treating you with the respect you deserve, if you've already let them know multiple times, hey, you're not treating me correctly at all, and they continue to not give a crap, then it's their loss, you know? So, yeah, that's all I've got to say.